peaceful summer barbecue was shattered in seconds because a husband, consumed by years of betrayal, drives to his wife's lover's home to end it once and for all.
Get out of here, bro. No. Get out. Danny. Danny. Stop. Get out of here. Danny. Stop it.
Stay away from my wife.
Stop it.
But what begins as words explodes into gunfire.
Stop it,
And
man.
one woman would eventually lie dead in the back seat, a man bleeding on his own lawn, and families are torn apart forever. This is Stateside Unsolved Cases, where we uncover the raw truth behind America's most shocking crimes. Tonight, the deadly love triangle that ended in a hail of bullets. Matthew Malacone discovered his wife Kimberly's 9.5-year affair and chose confrontation over divorce. The result? A shootout that killed her and sent him to prison for decades. What drives a man to arm himself and walk into another man's driveway? And could this tragedy have been avoided with one different choice? Stay with us. We're breaking it down moment by moment. To understand how a routine summer evening turned deadly, we have to go back nearly a decade. In 2013, Kimberly Malacone, then 40, a hardworking businesswoman and devoted mother, steps into a local bar near Detroit to celebrate her birthday. There, she meets Daniele Giannone. What starts as flirtation quickly becomes a secret affair that stretches on for 9.5 years. On the surface, Kimberly and Matthew Malacone's life looks ideal. A comfortable home in Washington Township, a thriving business, and 3 children they both adored. But secrets have a way of surfacing. Around 2016, 6.5 years into the affair, Matthew discovers the truth. He confronts Kimberly directly. "Do you love me?" She says yes. She promises it's over. He chooses to believe her, to forgive, to rebuild. No more checking phones, no divorce. They move forward, or so he thinks. Years pass in uneasy peace. Then, in late spring 2022, about 45 days before the tragedy, a friend pulls Matthew aside with devastating news. Kimberly is still involved with Daniele. The affair never truly ended. Matthew confronts her again. This time, the cracks show. Kimberly admits she hasn't fully cut ties. She hasn't told Daniele to stop contacting her. The couple spends July 11th and into July 12th arguing, drinking heavily, smoking marijuana, and using cocaine. Emotions run high. Kimberly, emotionally drained, tells a friend she's exhausted. Matthew, by his own later account, is trying to make sense of it all. Desperate for resolution, Kimberly proposes a radical step. They'll drive together to Daniele's house in Ray Township so she can end the affair in person, face to face, with Matthew there as support. She believes his presence will give her the strength to finally close the chapter. Matthew agrees, but before they leave, he opens his gun safe at home. He tucks a loaded .40 caliber handgun into his waistband, along with an extra magazine. He later says he always carries for protection, especially after Daniele's fiancé once aggressively confronted Kimberly about the affair. People, please put yourself in that moment. After years of betrayal, forgiveness, and now fresh pain, would you arm yourself and drive to another man's home to settle things? Or is there a point where walking away is the only sane choice? Think about it and share your take in the comments, because what happens next changes everything. By late evening on July 12th, 2022, the decision is made. After hours of arguments, substances, and emotional exhaustion, Matthew and Kimberly climb into their white Jeep Cherokee around 8:45 p.m. Kimberly takes the wheel, perhaps to maintain some control, or simply because she drove them everywhere that day. Matthew rides passenger, gun concealed but ready. Their destination, Daniele Giannone's home on North Avenue in rural Ray Township. Daniele, 36 at the time, has no idea they're coming. He's wrapping up a family barbecue. His pregnant fiancée, young nieces, sister next door, and parents all present. The food is done, kids inside, and he's casually cleaning the grill on the porch when headlights appear at the end of the long driveway. The Jeep pulls in slowly. Matthew steps out first, moving toward the house with purpose. Daniele spots him immediately. something in the approach feels off. Tension spikes. Daniele, armed as many rural homeowners are, draws his handgun from his waistband. He fires one warning shot high into the air, hoping to stop whatever is unfolding. Kimberly calls out, "Danny," a familiar, almost pleading tone that confirms the connection. Matthew shouts back, "Get out of here, bro. Stay away from my wife." The words hang in the humid night air. No one backs down. Now imagine you're Daniele on your own property, family inside, a stranger advancing aggressively after dark. Or you're Matthew, years of hurt boiling over, finally face to face with the man involved with your wife. At that exact second, warning shot ringing out. What do you do next? Freeze? Run? Fight? This split decision sets everything in motion. Hold that thought, because the next few minutes turn a confrontation into chaos. After all, both men were protecting their families in their own way. The warning shot cracks through the night air, Daniele's attempt to de-escalate, but it doesn't stop Matthew. He draws his .40 caliber handgun and fires toward Daniele, striking him in the leg. Daniele stumbles, limps away in pain, trying to reach cover. Matthew pursues, firing again. Another bullet hits Daniele in the knee. Daniele disappears around the side of the house, desperate to get distance. Kimberly screams from the driveway, "Danny! Danny!" Chaos reigns. Daniele's sister bursts from the neighboring house, terrified for the children inside. "Where's the kids? Where's the kids?" She dials 911 as gunfire continues. "Somebody just shooting at our house. My brother's hit in the leg." Matthew and Kimberly scramble back to the Jeep. Kimberly slides behind the wheel, throws it into reverse. As they back out, more shots ring out. Daniele, now armed with a second, more powerful handgun from inside, returns fire from cover. One bullet finds its mark, striking Kimberly in the neck, severing a major artery. She slumps instantly, unresponsive. Matthew, frantic, calls 911. "My wife's been shot. She's unresponsive." Police race to the scene. They arrive to an active gunfight zone, using loudspeakers to order everyone out. "Come out with your hands up." One by one, Daniele's family emerges. His pregnant fiancée, young nieces, parents, all terrified, hands raised. Daniele, bleeding heavily, is helped onto a stretcher and rushed away. Over 30 shots fired from 3 different weapons in a quiet rural neighborhood. Shell casings litter the driveway. The Jeep sits abandoned, engine smoking, possibly from damage or panic. Kimberly, 49, is pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. Guys, in those frantic seconds, who fired the fatal shot? Who escalated beyond reason? Was this self-defense on Daniele's part, or did Matthew's pursuit make him the aggressor? The cameras caught it all, but the truth depends on perspective. Pause and reflect. If your family was inside during a sudden armed intrusion at night, what level of force would you use to protect them? Share your thoughts. This case divides people. Matthew Mollicone is taken into custody immediately, handcuffed, transported to the station. In the interrogation room, he paces, prays aloud, sobs, "God, please help her. She didn't deserve this. She's a good woman." He insists it was self-defense. Daniele fired first. He only reacted to protect himself and Kimberly. But detectives aren't convinced. They press on motive. After 9.5 years of infidelity, forgiveness, then fresh discovery. "You're telling me you weren't mad driving up there?" Matthew denies anger repeatedly. "I'm not mad anymore. I thought it would be easy." She'd say, "Stop calling me," and we'd leave. Yet evidence piles up. He brought a loaded gun plus extra magazine. He pursued a wounded Daniele across the lawn. He pointed his weapon at Daniele's sister as she ran toward the scene. The real game changer? Multiple doorbell cameras and witness accounts. Footage shows Matthew stepping out aggressively, no hands up, leaning forward like ready to charge. He opens fire without clear retreat. Independent witnesses, no ties to either side, corroborate. Matthew chased Daniele, fired while backing toward the Jeep, even taunted amid the chaos. As the detective lays it out, the cameras don't lie. You weren't defending, you escalated. Matthew clings to his version, but cracks appear. He learns Kimberly is gone. She died. No. Raw grief floods the room. Investigators also search the Malacone home. Drugs, paraphernalia, a gun safe with multiple firearms. The picture sharpens. Not just a spontaneous reaction, but a chain of poor choices fueled by betrayal and substances. Guys, here's where it gets debated. Even if Daniele fired the fatal bullet, does Matthew's decision to arm up, drive there, and pursue bear the ultimate responsibility for Kimberly's death? Or is self-defense absolute when your family's at risk? This question split the jury, and it still divides opinions online. What do you think? Comment below with your verdict. The case heads to trial in Macomb County Circuit Court. Daniele Giannone, cleared of charges under Michigan's self-defense laws, he was on his property, family inside, facing an armed intruder, testifies as a key witness. Video evidence, 911 calls, and independent accounts paint a clear picture. Matthew initiated the lethal escalation by pursuing and firing repeatedly. The jury convicts Matthew Malacone on voluntary manslaughter for Kimberly's death, triggered by his actions, even though Daniele fired the fatal shot. Assault with intent to murder for wounding Daniele, and multiple felony firearm charges. In July 2024, Judge Matthew Sabaug sentences him 12 to 40 years for the assault, plus concurrent terms including 86 months to 15 years for manslaughter and mandatory 2-year firearm enhancements. A 2025 motion for retrial or dismissal is denied. His appeal to the Michigan Court of Appeals remains pending, but he begins serving time, likely at least 12 years before parole eligibility. Daniele Giannone walks free from the 2022 incident, though later unrelated charges, drug and fleeing in 2025, lead to probation, with his attorney citing trauma from the shooting as a factor in subsequent struggles. This tragedy leaves lasting scars. 3 children without a mother, families shattered by secrets and violence. It raises hard questions about infidelity, forgiveness, substance abuse, and when confrontation crosses into catastrophe. Could therapy, divorce, or a simple phone call have changed the outcome? Or was the powder keg inevitable once the gun was brought? Guys, looking back on the full story, what one choice do you think sealed this fate? The affair continuing, the decision to go in person, arming up, or firing back? This case shows how quickly lives unravel when emotions override reason. Share your reflections in the comments. We read them all. Thanks for sticking with us through this heartbreaking case on Stateside Unsolved Cases. From a long-hidden affair to a deadly driveway shootout, this story reminds us how fragile peace can be, and how one wrong decision can change everything forever. If this gripped you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into America's unsolved and shocking cases. Drop a comment below. What one choice do you think sealed this fate? The ongoing affair, the in-person confrontation, arming up, or something else? We read every comment and love hearing your thoughts. They help shape future videos. One final note. Cases like this highlight how important home security can be, whether it's deterring intruders or capturing evidence if the worst happens. I've linked some top-rated CCTV cameras and doorbell systems in the comments below, affiliate links. Thanks for supporting the channel if you check them out. Brands like Ring, Arlo, Wise, and others offer great options for peace of mind, from affordable wireless cams to smart doorbells with night vision and motion alerts. Click those links to see current deals and protect what matters most. Stay safe out there, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.